Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm just recording this and editing this very video right now. This is my biggest project yet, to say the least, so it's taken a lot of time. So please consider liking and subscribing if you like more content like this. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the crap. Let's get right into the video. Hey, so on February 19th, 2021, far before Animal Company or even Gorilla Tag existed, there was Mimic VR. Now, originally, his channel was named just The Mimic, which later, which we'll get to, would be called Mimic VR. Now, he did nothing with his channel till about August 2023, where he started doing Fortnite clips. So he didn't always do VR stuff. Now, at this point, he didn't gain much traction or anything much at all. But he just kept on holding on to it and kept going. Later, changing to Gorilla Tag and Animal Company, which puts us into part 2. Tiger team member and assistant for this video, Ricky, speak on the topic of this new era. So, enjoy it.
Hello everyone, I'm Tiger's assistant, Ricky. I'm going to explain a new era for Mimic. So, around into February, when the winter update had just stopped, Mimic would start hosting Squid Games with one of his friends, known as Solar, or Official Solar, whatever you want to call him. The winner would get mods, which is kind of crazy to think about, to OG Animal Company. He didn't really do this that much, but we will explain that later. He had been getting a little bit of popularity. Not much, but just like a little bit here and there. And eventually, leading up to March, Mimic would get some art commissions from two of his friends, Skells G and Blueberry Dragon VR, both making him profile pictures for the time being. And at that time, Mimic had a Discord server, which ended up getting raided for a little bit, and everyone was able to join back eventually later. And around the time of the time bomb, Mimic would rename his channel from The Mimic to now what he is known as today, Mimic VR. And he had done a video that day showing people how to get the time bomb to blow up people in that update.
Now, we're gonna get into one of the most important parts of all, the rise of Mimic VR. Now, Mimic's rise started around May-ish.
Yeah.
When he made a video
around
on how to get the time bomb and explode people with it. Which is probably still one of his most popular videos.
It is. It is one of his most popular videos today. He wouldn't really post much here and there, just a couple of skits here and there. He'd still post the No I Don't Want Porn videos, which are some of his
I counted
popular...
them 16 times.
Yep, 16 times. Then he would continue posting those videos for a while. He wouldn't really post much here and there, just a couple of skits. Then June of 2025 started rolling in. This is when he started to really get some popularity in the community.
I mean, his proper popularity went from this to kaboom out here.
Yeah, he would have like around like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers at this time.
Which is impressive.
Which was something, yeah. But this time, he would teach people how to get OG Animal Company, which I
mainly
think
because
is one
around
of his-
June, July, I'm pretty sure it was July though. But they would add the new map.
Yeah,
and
but this wasn't. This was
Since
still
people
in
wanted
the
OG
map.
Animal Company so bad, they'd play in his games or
Yeah, this
watch
was
his
not.
videos.
This was not in July. This was mainly in June, at this time, because he would start posting. He would post a video on how to get mods for Animal Company, OG, APK, all that kind of stuff. I'm not really into that type of stuff, but this was when I first discovered Mimic's channel, but more on that later. What would happen July? This is when he started to really start getting popular, and I mean it. This would be when the new map would come into play. And he would release.
Like I said before, OG mods, everyone wants those because,
Yeah.
new map, not many people like it, more
Yeah.
vertical than wide. Old map was wide and vertical, like perfect map.
Yeah, the vertical map. This isn't the time when he taught people how to get mods. Okay, I need to make that clear. That wasn't the time when he taught people how to do that. He taught it in around June when OG map was still a thing, like the map that we're in at the current moment. That doesn't matter. Anyways, what we're gonna talk about is July at this current moment. He would make movies. That's what he would do for a while. Posting a couple movies here and there. One of his most but he would end up releasing his most popular, and I mean it, movie to date.
John Wick,
Squid
Squid
Games.
Games, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But it was Squid
And,
Games.
and speaking of Squid Games, he would do another Squid Games around the time that the new map had just arrived into the game. But this time, instead of getting mods, they would win in red flashlight, which I think is just a ripoff.
Yeah, that's
like, just
crappy. I mean, like, I have like 20
Yeah.
red flashlights at least.
I know.
They're
And
not hard
even
to
that
get.
rare anymore. Yeah, like all you
Especially
need to do is
considering
go
back
hit-
then there was a big modding problem, which kind of got fixed for
Yeah.
a while and then it didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, but during this time, Creative Studios had just released into the game, and what he would do, he would start this new thing called the Animal Company Podcast. What this was basically, he would put on some people that he was.
You
friends
put
with
on
at the
famous
time.
YouTubers and stuff like, but he only did 2 episodes of it. One he did
Yeah.
with a former Ishii member, Dino, and
who I know.
the second one was with Cedric, which you probably know. He made the Supply Wars and all that.
Yeah, but the Cedric interview mysteriously vanished. I don't know what happened to it. It was either lost to
No.
time, which I doubt it.
I
was
probably think
something
they
hiding.
said some crazy stuff. At least Mimic did, probably. Knowing Mimic.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met Cedric before. Like, he's a pretty chill
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, and if you don't know who Cedric is, he's in Drip Department.
Yeah.
That's not. That's
One of
not
the
who we're
creators that
talking about
deserves
right now. Yeah, and we're not talking about Cedric right
Um,
now. We're talking about Mimic. But in August, this is the time he would start. Or this wasn't August. This was like late July, early August, when he would post another movie being called Camping Trip. This one was really short. I don't know what this was, really. I don't know why.
It was just in the forest, 99 Nights in the Forest map.
Yeah,
Kinda.
it was that. It would feature Mr. Maniac, or you might know as Cheeseball or Cam. Well, Mr. Maniac ended up leaving the clan. That's not important. During this time, he would release another. He would start his own clan, which we're gonna get into right into this moment, called the RXM. You may
The
know
RX
it.
Mafia.
It is one of the or RX Mafia. You may know what it is. It is one of the biggest clans in Animal Company. Not the biggest, but one of the. One of them.
Recently, though, you go in there at pretty much any time. Mostly it's dead, which is
Yeah.
just insane to me because it used to be a few months ago everyone was there.
Yeah, it used to be. They used to have like upwards of 300 or 200 members average. And there used to be like 20 people in the code each in every single day, like more than 12. I counted on how many times it.
So basically, what they would do is they just kind of, invade other codes and stuff. And
Yeah, like they
Not
had beef
important
with
right
other
now.
clans at the time,
this,
such as BOBJ. Like for example, I'm gonna set an example. They had beef with BOBJ and BOS, or Brotherhood of Steel. You may know that. Anyways, what they would do normally, they would start money duping a lot. Mimic said it would be the best way to make money in the game. And around early, like late August, like the day before we had to go back to, like the day before summer break would end, that would be the time I would end up joining. And what we would do, like we would invade other codes. I was new to it. I didn't understand much. I was scared about like maybe they wouldn't like me, but that didn't matter to me like too much because like I just wanted to be in there because I wanted to meet new people at that time. We money duped like a lot, and I mean a lot. So yeah, I basically ended up getting to the money cap at one point.
Just-
And late August.
all right, so they were money duping, as Ricky just said.
Yeah.
And money duping, Animal Company doesn't like that. And also,
They also used to use pink rations.
yeah, as a
Which would
currency,
be
but now
changed-
they use like mutated tiny gold bars.
Yeah, they use mutated gold bars, that kind of stuff. During
like
this time,
This big.
yeah, then I would end up getting kicked out of clan early September, join back early October, and I would end up getting ranked up to KG. I would be known that time, but this isn't about me. We'll get to that in a later part of the video. Anyways,
And now, it is time
time
for one of the most important
For-
parts, probably second most important part, his peak.
the peak.
Alright, so at the peak of Mimic, it was around November-ish of 2025.
This is the time that he would join. This and Chunky would join.
Me and Chunky
Yep.
happened to join the clan.
Yeah, introduced from me personally because I introduced them to
Me,
the clan.
I never went in that much.
Chunky, on the other hand, hey, get back in that box. Don't worry,
Stupid
he's fine,
homeless
he's
dude.
fine.
Trying to go in my house.
Anyways,
Please, I'm cold.
shut up. Shut up.
Alright, so
Anyways,
anyway,
I would basically introduce him into the clan like early November-ish. This is the time of the reactor update coming out. It was fresh. It was new. Then around the time of Thanksgiving, which some of you OGs on the channel may know about, like not like the Thanksgiving of this year, but the one last year. But like, so
With
this time of
turkey.
Thanksgiving, yeah, the turkey. But like, this is not the time era that the Arc Sim was made. I'm getting off topic. So this was the time that they would end up joining. And Tiger, like I said,
Oh,
like he said, never really went in that much.
yeah.
Chunky was really active inside of the brother. Ah, it's collapsing. So, during
my house.
November of 2025.
Me and Chunky joined the clan, and that was like
Yeah, around-
really about it.
Yeah, he never went in. Both of you guys never really went in that much.
I never
If
really
I'm
went
gonna
in. I
say
went
it.
in maybe 5 times. Don't worry about my house; it's kind of collapsing in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, and
Not important.
Chunky went in like a lot, and I mean like he went in a lot of times. He was like one of their most well-known members of the clan at this time because like he would only get like one ban, then he would get unbanned because I got him unbanned. But that's off topic. Let's continue on the peak area. So Mimic would stop posting long forms around this time. It was unknown why. He said, I asked him about this, and he said, oh, it's just because less people are engaged with long forms and they're more engaged with like short form content.
He has a point.
And yeah, yeah, he does have a point, but and after this, I would even end up sending him my own profile submission. Anyways, so but during this time, I would send in my own profile submission. I tried to send it to him through the Discord, but didn't work, so I just settled with doing it on my YouTube community tab. Yeah, get out of there. Anyways, don't mind the homeless guy in the background.
He's just kind of
anyways,
doing stuff.
there. And what would basically happen? The RXM really didn't have much going on this time.
Just
mainly
more raids, more of the basic stuff, more money, more trading,
more the
more real
basic
estate.
stuff. Just using
Yes,
God.
real estate. They did real estate. You could buy a place.
Yep, they do real.
I actually
they
owned a
can do
place
that.
at one point. I still do.
I owned a place as well. It was Office. Back when you could but like nothing would really happen during November, but this would be the time Mimic would really start to skyrocket up, reaching around like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers at this time. He would reach 6,000. It would be normal. But then leading on to the actual most important part of this entire
the
video
downfall of Mimic.
of Mimic VR. Please enjoy.
And now, for the most important part of this all. Mimic's downfall.
The downfall. Let me explain how this started. Is that okay with you? I'll explain this.
Explain.
Mimic's downfall started on December 25th, Christmas Day, 2025, when a lot of images, videos would go around of Mimic saying the N-word.
I just caught you. Oh, my controller glitched out. Oh, Dev, right? No, I did not say I'm a Dev. I said something else. I said I'm friends with the Dev. Oh, I cut this over. I said I was gonna send it to the devs.
It's like really racist and dox people. So just be careful.
I want to tell you something. That you literally
He dox people and racist, so just be careful around him, alright?
grab that, now grab.
Oh, Coke, what is that? So what you're saying is you need to be weak? Alright, bad. Let me take a photo real quick. Okay.
Movie time, everyone, movie time. Listen up.
We'll show them on screen, but these will have to be blurred due to we don't want the literal N-word. We'll censor the first letter so that way, like, yeah, that's okay. But anyways, he would get exposed for using the R slur many different times, targeted towards people
With special needs.
Yeah, special people.
Which I mean, I'm fine with you saying the word. I don't know. I'm not one to judge, but like, you know, don't say it on camera. Have the decency.
Yeah. He would also get exposed in November of 2025 as well. This is back when I was still in the clan. Let me explain what happened. He got exposed for making an edit of Ice. Not like the, I don't know, like the ice that you'll see at like, I don't know, like freezers or something. Instead, it would be
ice
like
deportation thing. Now, I'm not trying to be political here, but
yeah,
you know,
but he also commented
it's just a controversial topic. That's the problem here.
Yeah, but what really made this bad is that he deleted a certain comment where
that we were about to
there
show on
was like
screen.
someone. Yep, we're gonna show that on screen. And if you look in the video now, that comment is fully deleted, nowhere to be seen. But Mimic would not respond to any of the drama, making the situation way worse for him. But following that up, he would also get exposed for doxing people, which is something that I think is definitely not okay.
I mean,
and he would also be exposed.
Technically, it's illegal to do so.
Yeah. And he would also be exposed for having doxers on his own team, which makes it even worse. The fact that he had them on his own team, and he did nothing. And when people would try to expose him, he would delete certain videos that had, like, kind of proof of him doing what he did. he would delete those videos so that way no one would find out. He would also try to take down videos criticizing him, and for making such lame excuses, such as like, he used my channel logo, he used my video, like, when we all know, in fact, that he was really just trying to remove criticism of him online. Which,
Now let's hope this video doesn't end up the same way. Now, Mimic had Discord. He had a Discord. He later deleted his account and everything, saying that
yeah, going
he
inactive.
simply was getting raided too much and stuff.
Also, his account was still on the Animal Company Discord server. I tried DMing him once. His account was completely deleted. He wouldn't respond to anything. I figured, he just doesn't respond to messages. Then I found out he deleted his Discord account.
And we are about to go into the reasons for that.
Yeah.
Number one, he sent some interesting messages.
to say
We have a
the
lot of
least.
evidence for this.
Yeah, and
Even
he
changing
also,
his name at one point to the N-word
N-word.
VR,
Yes.
which, not okay.
Yeah, not okay, like, at all. Another thing I want to mention, he would say, the certain guy with a silly mustache from World War II was a nice guy. I'm not joking. That was an actual message that he had sent, and I think that is absolutely disgusting.
Here it is. He also sent
And he would,
a image of the N-word, which we're about to show now.
yeah. Another thing I would like to mention before this, so what had happened, he'd also sent someone a death threat saying, N-word, please, KYS. If you don't know what KYS means, it means to, like, off yourself,
Yeah.
to say the least. Like, he would
Like,
make fun of someone for,
And end your life, which is not
Like,
okay. I mean, like,
that is
if it was a joke, at least tell people it's a joke. And just saying that to a random person online, not okay.
not okay at all.
This kid needs to
Because
be
you
taught
don't
some
know what
decency.
they could be going through.
Exactly.
You genuinely do not know. Like, they could
Like,
genuinely be
what if
going
they're
through,
depressed and they're like, that's the last thing?
yeah. And just doing that in general is just a really messed up thing.
Yeah.
Now,
Ricky is going to tell us how he was treated in RXM,
In the
or the
RXM.
RX Mafia.
and I'll explain what happened to me after I ended up getting kicked out of the group, everything, etc. after that. Now, on to my experience with RXM and how they treated me. So, basically, when I first joined the clan, this is going to be a pretty long segment, so if you want to skip, like, to the aftermath of what happened to me after we quit, there will be a timestamp for that on screen if you want to skip to that frame. Anyways, so the beginning started, I joined around late August to early September 2025. I was like 8 months playing Animal Company at that point, or like 6 months, I do not know. But what happened basically, I would join a clan, I would join this code called IKLO, like, or RAR46, one of their code names. Anyways, that's getting off topic. They have a bunch of different codes like that they use. And the one that I managed to join in was RAR46. When I would spot Mimic, and at the time I was a really big fan of his content. I loved him as a person. I didn't love him like in the way you might be thinking, even though I'm bisexual.
Like a friend
Yeah,
type thing. Like
yeah, I
you,
loved him like a
big
friend.
fan.
I felt kind of like close to his content at the time because there was like one of the first other YouTubers that I watched besides, like, I don't know, Cedric, like that. So when I joined, I genuinely was happy to join in. But what I didn't know is that, like, I would think this would just be a normal clan. But little did I know, that would be far from the truth. We'll get into that later. I would be kicked out of the clan for the first time in late September for losing my ID. I would later get back into the clan, where I would be in IG for a little bit in early October. During this time, I basically kind of started hearing rumors that Mimic was racist. I didn't believe them because I was still brainwashed to know what was really happening. But that was when late October started rolling around, where I saw Mimic's true colors start to unfold. He would yell at people for no reason, just because they were doing something slightly wrong, which at first I didn't really mind it. At first I was like, nah, it's normal. Then he would start saying racial slurs as well, which I'm like, what? That's kind of questionable, but... And then he would end up tricking someone into saying the N-word and would then be like mocking them, saying that they're gonna get them like permanently banned from the game. Sadly, that was in the video Pick a Side, which is sadly now deleted, unfortunately. I really wish it wasn't, so that way we could show what really happened during that video. But let's just say it was extremely religious related, which viewers really did not like. And it felt like Mimic was just using Jesus for like clout. He wasn't like actually passionate about Christianity. Then early November, Tiger ended up joining the RX Mafia. Same with Chunky around this time. This was the time of the reactor update, right? Yeah, so like this was around November, early Thanksgiving time, where Tiger would end up joining the RX Mafia. He was well known into the clan for like being a nice person. He was nice. Same with Chunky. But early December, Y genuinely had plans about quitting the clan due to like Mimic's generally messed up behavior. But it wouldn't be until December 25th, Christmas Day, where everything would fall on him. December 25th, Christmas Day, the same day we got all our evidence, this would crumble completely on him. As I was going to bed one night, it was early morning, it was December 26th, around 7 a.m.-ish, but during this time, I would go into the code RXM to continue what was happening, but then Mimic saw me and was like, Freezy, okay, you little 9-year-old kid, I found out you were gonna make an exposed video on me. He was like, that video of the N-word was AI generated. And I'm like, have you seen Animal Company trying to generate, like, have you tried to see AI try to generate Animal Company? It didn't, like, they do not do it right, like, at all. But I would just continue seeing more of his videos, and they would piss me off more and more due to, like, them either mocking autistic people or just being blatantly racist, like mocking an Indian accent, which I know generally isn't.
Sexual themes.
Yeah, sexual themes for his audience, who's mainly like 8 years old, which I think isn't okay. You shouldn't be like sexualizing your viewers, especially if they're like that
It's
young.
weird.
Yeah, but this would fall onto me as well, as I would be one of Mimic's victims that it would fall onto, that I would fall into. So in around early January-ish, I woke up, I was playing Geometry Dash. I was about to hop on Steam, play some Geometry Dash, right? Like, it was a normal day. Like, I just got home from school that day, I was ready to hop on some Geometry Dash.
This kid really likes Geometry Dash.
Yes, I'm really passionate about that game, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. Anyways, I would go in to see my profile completely different. All my levels deleted, comments deleted, posts deleted, and my new name was called Hacked by RXM BTCH. If you know what that means, you know. Like, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want this video getting demonetized, but I would be hacked, and all my posts were completely wide saying hacked by RXM LOL, and RXM is better than Freezy or Ricky, which people call me. It would take around a full week for my account to get back to normal, and during this time I was really sad because like all my things were just gone. I couldn't do anything about it, and all my levels were changed. Everything just got changed for nothing. All my hard work gone. But then I would officially get my account back, marking one of the insane moments that honestly happen. He would also raid other clans, such as Bob J, just for exposing him and spreading out the truth, and would even be known as doxing people just for trying to expose them. And yeah, that's what happened to me.
Just to clarify, that's just plain wrong. For someone simply speaking out the truth, you
Yeah.
decide you're just gonna leak their home address, possibly putting their security in danger.
Yeah.
That's crappy. Actually, this kid might need to get reported to the police.
Yeah.
Present day.
Nothing has changed towards him. He would end up quitting Animal Company for around a whole month just to avoid the drama, not responding to it. He would say that he would respond to the drama soon, but at this
That hasn't
current time,
happened.
it is around March 7th. He has not responded to anything. But yeah, that's basically it for this whole video.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Just put this dude to justice, please. Someone.
Yeah, put him to justice.
Everyone, if you're
Without
making an
further
Animal
ado-
Company video, here, I'm gonna start something. Put hashtag no mimic.
Or mimic out.
No mimic VR.
That's what I do. Or mimic out. That's one of the hashtags
Mimic
I
out,
created.
mimic out, mimic out.
Yeah. But without further ado,
Without
hope
further
you all
ado, thank you
have
for
a-
watching. Like and subscribe. You know the gist.
I hope you all have. I hope
Have
you
an
all
excellent
have a perfect
day.
rest of your day.
I'm glad I could entertain you today. Tiger, out.